Actually, when I was watching back in the green room, I think that this discussion was very telling. Because I've watched the show. I do my radio show at the same time this is on, so I rarely see the show. But when I have seen the show in the past, it has been left-right, Democrat-Republican split. I'm talking back in the Bush era a couple of years ago. You said the Democrats have a lot to answer for.
Sure.
I think you said something against the Republicans.
No, she didn't.
And you didn't? Somebody else. And it was, it was all of them. And that's where America needs to be.
I usually don't give my opinion. I did say something about the Republicans. It was me.
The American people are, I think, done with the left-right thing. We're done with the Democrats and Republicans. We can see that both of them, some of them are good, some of them are bad, both of them lie to us. It's time for people just to deal straight and just do the right thing for the country.
That's true, but I didn't hear statements like that when Bush was in office. I never heard.
You didn't watch my show.
No, I didn't.
But the last 2 years, that's pretty much all we heard,
no? It was, bowing down to Bush for those 8 years. So now all of a sudden we're going to have fair attacks.
In 2004, I was on the radio saying, get away from these Republicans. They are lying to you. They are not shooting straight with you.
I mean, I do agree with you. It's tiring. It really is tiring trying to figure out who is who and what is what. I feel like they're all lying.
They're all double dealing.
The discussion was, should she resign? That was the discussion.
I'd like to see all of them resign. I'd like to see all of them resign.
That just neutralizes it too much when you say something like that. All of them should resign.
So yes,
some are not.
So yes, you think Nancy Pelosi should resign if she's included in that?
Yeah, I really, there's about 3 people I think that. And I go back and forth on them. I don't trust any of them. They all get into a situation to where they say, well, I'll compromise on my values here because I won't get elected next time. Right. And so I'm too important to lose. None of them are too important. None of them fear the people. None of them are serving the people. I can't say none of them.
No,
but generally speaking, the parties stand for nothing except for get us elected. That's all they stand for. I'd like to see the individuals in the party stand up and say, this is what I believe. You may not like me, you may disagree with me, but this is what I believe.
I just think everybody should do it. I think everybody should, take the opportunity. We've had this discussion where, sometimes you're going to have to say some stuff that's not going to be popular. That's not going to get you reelected. But that's what needs to happen. But, it seems that we're all walking this very fine line of trying to please. It's all seeming to become entertainment. Do you know what I mean? It's all become entertainment. So I don't know if that's going to happen.
Both sides.
What you cry, and that's one of your trademarks, and you get very passionate and so forth. What are your real convictions? Tell us some things that are really important to you.
Let me say something about the crying thing.
Okay. People haven't seen it, but he does.
Do you think I want to be that guy? Do you think, I'm on the quintessential chick show, and you're making fun of me for crying.
I didn't. Excuse me.
I mean, who do
Excuse me. There was nothing. Just a second. There was no. Glenn, excuse me. There was nothing in what I said that made fun of you. I said it as. This is what you just did. I said it as straight as could be. I said, and I said it in a nice. I said on your program you cry. I make people cry sometimes. I cry, and then I said, nicely, what are your real convictions? And what you did was say, I'm making fun of you. Let me say it again, as nicely as I can. And I'm not making fun of you. You
got an issue with crying, Glenn?
Have you seen the Colbert Report?
I'm just saying,
I don't have it. I don't have
emotion.
I have no problem crying. I have no problem in saying what I believe. I have no problem in saying the tough things. I am amazed at this country that we have come to a point to where somebody can actually believe. You could disagree.
No, I just want to know what your convictions are. It's a simple question. What are the things that you feel?
I believe in God. I believe in the founding of this country. I believe George Washington, James Madison, Thomas Jefferson, these guys were genius. I wouldn't put her in that.
Do you believe in her?
I'm not sure about her.
Oh, really?
I like her on the outset. I think she's closer to the to real people. She's not been tainted by the parties. I think that's why the Republicans went after her.
But you trust her if something would have happened?
Do you think that she thinks Africa is a continent or a country? What do you think she thinks?
I don't know. I haven't asked her.
Well, okay, you said how you feel about Sarah Palin. How do you feel about Joe Biden? Because I know you were kind of mad at him for what he said just recently.
I think Joe Biden is incredibly loose-lipped.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I think he is. I'm amazed at
Joe.
That's kind of a bad trait. I mean, we pounded.
You're incredibly loose-lipped.
I'm not a vice president.
He's not a vice president.
Yeah, but
nor should I be the vice president.
Look at the trouble you got into because of your loose lips.
As good Biden, right?
So should I be the vice president of the United States? No.
Glenn, I think all of us believe deeply in this country. I think almost everybody does believe in God. I just think it's interesting to know what your true convictions are, except for the fact that, that you believe in this country. I haven't learned that much more.
This is where you're supposed to start crying.
Well, I think
That's Barbara.
That's that Barbara.
Whoopi's looking at me like.
Don't look away from Barbara. Look at her in the eye.
well, maybe this is a conversation that needs to be continued at another time. Possibly the three of you could get together for lunch. In the meantime, Glenn's show airs every evening on the Fox News channel.
And we've made people
Check your
wanna
local
watch.
listings. We'll be right
So,
back.
Thank us.
Thank you.
I love you.